Hello students, today we'll understand what is square root. Now up till now we have studied all the properties and or whatever we have learned, it's all about squares. Now the next level of this chapter is square root. Now what is the square root? The square root is the inverse operation of the square root. That is, it is just the opposite of the square. How? We have learned that 1 square is equals to 1. So the square root of 1, that is this one, the square root of 1 is 1. So it is just the opposite. Now 2 square is 4. So the square root of 4 is what? 2. So just try to understand what I am trying to say. Now similarly, 3 square is what? 9. Now what is the square root of 9? Square root of 9 is then 3. Understood the relation? How I am going? The square of 3 is 9 and the square root of 9 is 3. Just the opposite. Okay, now again 4 square is what? 16 and square root of 16 is what? 4. You see, just the opposite. 5 square is what? 25 and square root of 25 is 5. Similarly, 6 square is 36, isn't it? So the square root of 36 is what? 6. It's very important. Okay, 7 square is 49. Then square root of 49 is what? 7. 8 square is 64. Then square root of 64 is what? What? 8. Exactly. Square root of 9 is what? 81. The square of 9 is 81 and the square root of 81 is 9. And square of 10 is 100. So square root of 100 is 10. Understood how it is going? Now there is another thing that you have to see very properly. See this number, the square root numbers. Okay, so if you see carefully, so some of the numbers which are perfectly square root, or you can say perfect square numbers, are carrying 1 as a unit digit number. Okay, see this number and this number are carrying 1 as a unit digit number. Fine. So the square root of all those numbers which carries 1 as a unit digit number, okay, the square root of those number could end with 1 as a unit digit or 9 as a unit digit. Understood? Suppose 1 2 1. Okay, so this number is also carrying 1 as a unit digit number. So the square root of this number, that is, it will have some square root. Okay, so square root of this particular number which is carrying 1 as a unit digit number could carry 1 as a unit digit or 9 as a unit digit. So answer of 121 is what? 1. You see what is there in the unit digit? 1. So there is a possibility that a number which is carrying 1 as a unit digit number and the square root of that number could be 1 or 9, because in this both cases we could have 1 as a unit digit number. I hope you have understood. Okay, so now the next thing that we'll see is a number which carries 4 as a unit digit number. So the square root of all those numbers which carries 4 as a unit digit number could have the answer of the square root of those numbers will have either 2 or 8 as a unit digit number. Understood? 2 or 8 as a unit digit number, because 2 2s are what? 4, or 8 8s are 64. So 4 is a possibility chances. Okay. Similarly, 9 and 49. You see? So if any square root number which carries 9 as a unit digit number, see 9 and 49 also, it is in the unit digit number, so they could have the square root. So in the square root, the unit digit number could be 3 or 7. Okay, so let's see some more good examples. Now suppose if I ask you a question that what will be the square root, what could be the possible one digit of the square root of this particular number? One digit, okay, that is a unit digit. So what will be the square root? In the square root of 2401, what would be the unit digit of this square root? So you see that this number is carrying 1 as a unit digit. So what we have discussed, that any number which carries 1 as a unit digit, okay, the square root of those number could end up with a ones digit as 1 or 9. That is, in the square root, the square root of this number could end up or could have 1 or 9 as a unit digit. Okay, so what is the answer of this one? You know, the answer of this one is 49. Okay, 49. So if you do the square of 49, you will get 2401. So what I'm trying to say is that any number which carries any square root number which carries 1 on 1 as a unit digit number, their square root number, in their square root number, the unit digit could be 1 or 9. So this time it is 9. Okay, last time what we did, 1 to 1, what was the answer? 11. You see, either it will be 1 or it will be 9. Similarly, if we check out with 4, okay, so any number, suppose okay, 64. Okay, so suppose this one, 784. So what is there in the unit digit number? 4. So what we discussed, the square root of any number which carries 4 as a unit digit, their square root unit digit could be what? Either 2 or either 8. Okay, so the answer of this is 28. So 28 into 28 is 784. So see, what is there in the unit digit? 8. I said either it could be 8 or 2. Similarly, if any square root number which carries 9 as a unit digit number, in their square root, the unit digit would be either 3 or 7. Similarly, the number which ends with the square root number which carries a 6 as a unit digit number, the square root, in their square root, the unit digit could be 4 or 6. And any number which ends with 5, that is a square root number which carries 5 as a unit digit number, their square root, in their square root, the unit digit would be only 5. Okay, so let's do the first sum of exercise 6.3. Yes, this is question number 1. In this question number 1, we have to see what would be the unit digit of the square root of this following number. That is, if I do the square root of this, so in the square root of this particular number, what would be the unit digit? What would be the unit digit of the square root of this number? So what is the unit digit of this particular number? 1. So I said the number which carries 1 or 1 as a unit digit number, the square root could end up with either 1 or 9. So you will just say 1 or 9. Okay, now the square root of this number is carrying 6 as a unit digit. So what we said, any number which carries 6 as a unit digit number will 6, this 6, see. So what are the possibilities? 4 or 6. So in their unit digit number, the square root of a number which carries 6 as a unit digit number, so to those numbers the unit digit would be what? 4 or 6. Okay, so the square root of this number, again this number is carrying 1 as a unit digit number, so we said that any number whose unit digit is 1, so the square root of that particular number will end up with either 1 or 9, and the final number is, and this number, it's the unit digit is 5, so we said that any square root number whose unit digit is 5 will end up with 5 as a unit digit number. So the square root of this number, the unit digit would be 5, and the square root of this number, the unit digit could be 1 or 9, and the square root of this number, as because 6 is a unit digit, the square root of this number will have unit digit either 4 or 6, and these two are same only. So this is how you will express your answer. So let's move on to sum number 2. Now, question number 1 of exercise 6, question number 2 of exercise 6.3, they are asking, without doing any calculation, find the numbers which are surely not perfect square. Okay, so we have to see all those numbers which are not perfect square, which cannot be a perfect square. So, as we know that we have learned that a perfect square of a number will always end with either of these numbers. That is, either it will end with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 and 9. Fine. So see the unit digit. See the unit digit. Okay. So if you see the unit digit, okay, it is 3, but 3 is not mentioned here. So any number which is not ending with these numbers will not be a perfect square number. So what you will write as unit digit is 3, so 153 is not a perfect square number. So this is how we will write. Similarly, 2 is what? 257. You see what is there in the unit digit 7? Is there any 7 written? So we will write as unit digit is 7, so 257 is not a perfect square number. Okay, so similarly you will do the rest two sums. If you find that the unit digits are in this group of numbers, then that particular number could be a perfect square number. It's not that it will be a perfect square number, but it could be a perfect square number. But if you see the unit digit are not in this particular set, then definitely will write that those numbers are not a perfect square number. This is as simple as this. Okay, so today's assignment is question number 1 and question number 2. Okay, thank you and take care.